Hello guys and welcome back. In this lecture, we're going to be creating this logo design with grids in Adobe Illustrator. Okay, so I call it Sequence. It's actually a non-existent company. Okay, so do not think it's a particular company logo design. So I just created it to show you the doings of grids in Adobe Illustrator, or things you can achieve with grids when it comes to logo design in Adobe Illustrator. Okay, so this is the logo design. We're going to create it. We have this one, which is just the icon. Okay, we have this one, which is kind of the black and white, not really black, but kind of a darker shade. Okay, and we have this other guy. So these are what we're going to be creating in Adobe Illustrator. So come to Illustrator and open, go to your project folder, and where you see grid sequence logo design, so click on it and open. Now we see that this is the whole design, right? And here we can see the grid formation. Okay, the grid I used to create the logo design. Okay, so it's a combination of about 2 grids or 3 grids. Okay, yeah, 3 grids. It's a combination of our 3 grids. So I'm going to create a new artboard, delete everything here, then come to my grid. So now this is the polar grid and it's the one I used. So when you click on the polar grid and drag, you're going to see this, right? So I'm going to click and drag and hold down shift and hit up on my keyboard. Okay, and we can see that this is now out, right? And I'm going to select my release my mouse and release my keyboard. And now this is the first grid. Now this is the first grid we are going to use, right? So we're going to combine this with 2 other grids. Okay, we're going to combine this with 2 other grids. So I'm just going to go again to my polar and then drag, and this time I'm going to remove the division. Okay, and this time I'm then going to just scale this other one like this. Okay, so I had them arranged like this. Okay, like this and like this. Is what we have. Okay, we can see it here. That's this one. So it's all grouped right now. We can see the intersection here. Okay, and that's what we have here. I think we have ours a little bit above, so we can have it like this. Maybe. Okay, maybe even increase the size a bit like this. Perfect. So we then have another copy, but this time to the right hand side, right? This. Perfect. And finally, we now have another line segment. Okay, which goes from here and cuts across our intersection at this point. Okay, down to this place, and then comes again from here, and then to this point. So this is what we have, right? Okay, so basically this is what we used in creating our logo. Now select everything with your color guide tool, select the shape builder tool. Okay, let me just use some different colors. Okay, some different colors for now. So I'm going to select this guy. Now I just joined them like this. Okay, this is the first one. Now got this other guy, joined it like this. Okay, and finally this other guy, then joined it like this. Perfect. Basically, guys, with this we have created the logo. Now click, Control X, and then Control V, just paste it outside. And then we can now delete this unneeded part, and immediately we can see that we have the first part of this logo. It's just a C, right? Just like the Windows Explorer logo we created in the fundamental course. Now, when you have it like this, all we then need to do is kind of have a guide, a ruler, okay, a ruler guide to show us where the base is. I'm going to select everything here, Control G to group, and just rotate it like this. Okay, rotate it like this, and fit it like this, and then just duplicate, maybe to the right hand side, and rotate once more. Already I can already see a second logo coming out of this. Okay, a second logo. So for this one, we'll just have it like this. Okay, not like this really, but like this. Okay, perfect. And we can now select the both of them. Just make sure they fall on our base like this. Perfect. So as you can see, we now have our logo design. So Control G to group them. Yep, we have everything now perfectly created. The second logo I was thinking of creating, let me see if I can remember. So undo this, okay, and that one was something like this, right? I think. Yeah, I think something like this. I think we hadn't rotated it this far, so it was like this, and so you can just see that, guys, the possibilities with this is limitless. Control D. Okay, the possibilities with this is limitless. Okay, this could serve as representation of MMC, maybe. Okay, that could be an abbreviation of a company's name. Okay, we could have it like this, maybe even use the size of this one like this. Okay, we will have it centralized, kind of centralized sort of in the middle of this range, like that's between this line and this line, right? We'll have it centralized like this. As you can see, guys, we now have another logo, different logo, just from the concept of using these grid lines. Okay, maybe we could even have something like this. So the possibilities of this is limitless, totally limitless. And we now will have our typo, which is sequence. Okay, increase the size, give it I think it's Montserrat I used. Montserrat. Okay, and yep, align everything to the middle like this. And I think I then I expanded everything, but I made this semi-bold. Okay, so I think this is semi-bold. This should be semi-bold. Okay, after I made this semi-bold, I now made this guy, the Q in the middle, made it extra or black. I made it black, and then I just expanded everything. Expand, and then from there on I started messing around with these corners here. Okay, the anchor points here. So I did this for all the E's and also some of these other ones, E's, N's, and the U, and also the S. Okay, so like this, E's, N's, What else am I missing? Okay, I think we did this for the U here, but for this other guy we didn't really do that. We just kind of extended these up and used the shape. Okay, like this. Perfect. And we stopped on top of the E, right? And then just add, yeah, I think we did this, then we just had this like this. Basically that's what we did. Okay, that's what we did. And yeah, so we can just select everything and group, use the size, maybe give it this color, and for the Q maybe give it a brighter color or even a darker one, doesn't matter. And delete the guide, and yeah, that's our sequence logo created. And for this other one we could also name it sequence, maybe. We could name it sequence, or we could give it a name that starts with M, okay, and ends with C or something. Yeah, something like that. Maybe a company name that starts with M and ends with C, because we see that this is M, right? It looks like M and this looks like C. So this is how easy it is to create amazing logo designs with the grid tool, okay, with the grid concept and grids generally in Adobe Illustrator. Okay, yeah guys, so that's it for this one. You could then create different versions, you could create different color variations like how we have here, and that's how to create pro logo designs with the grid tool. See you in the next one.